12 is the fourth Dodge to visit victory lane in the Daytona 500, and Dick Berggren is there to greet the 32nd different winner of the Great American Race.
Ryan, it's been more than 2 years since you've been to victory lane, and here you are at victory lane in the biggest race of the year. How'd you do it?
With Kurt Busch and Penske Racing. I mean, without Kurt, there was no way possible. I got to thank him. He could have made it 3 wide, and he was the best teammate ever there. And thank him. Our Altel Dodge was awesome. I got to thank Mobile Kodak. Get all the sponsors in before I forget. But just a great effort. My dad's spotting for me. My grandpa upstairs. You know, just so many great people here. My grandmother's here today. These guys on the team, they deserve it for sure. And Roger Penske, the organization, they're celebrating back here in Mooresville.
You've had several minutes since the drop of that checkered flag to think things over. What has gone through your mind in those several minutes? That is Dad.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Right there.
Dad in tears. Chrissy was in tears. What a moment.
Yeah, it's awesome. My wife, Chrissy, my dad's here, and just all the great people. I mean, we're a family, and getting this Altel Dodge in victory lane was awesome. And, like, again, couldn't have done it without Kurt Busch. Tony blocked me hard. Thankfully, he thought he had Kyle to help push him, and when Kurt pushed me, man, we just stuck together, and it was just awesome.
Congratulations. What a race to win. Let's go to Chris Devoda.
Tony Stewart had a great car. It was a great finish, but I have to believe the disappointment of coming so close kind of outweighs everything else right now. Is that true?
That's probably a pretty good guess, Krista. I mean, I don't think too many people will go take the white flag and like finishing third, but proud of our guys. I mean, we tried to win the Daytona 500, so that's all I can say.
Second in the Bud Shootout, second in the duel, second in the nationwide race.
The front to the back, speeding on pit road, and then a dramatic finish.
This was unbelievable. You know, we just kept our head down. We had a car that was capable of a top 10, but it was going to be tough to break through and win. And at least we finished second and pushed a teammate to a win. I felt emotional crossing the start-finish line, having a Penske 1-2. To see Newman break his drought and to drive into victory lane, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the small part of helping him win. And for us to finish second, no worries. You know, we didn't have a car I didn't think to win. And so the Altel team did great. Our Miller Lite Dodge team did excellent to come back from 43rd a couple times. And this was a great Daytona 500 for Penske Racing.
Now, when you back it up a little later on tonight and you watch it back in your motorhome or at home, and you watch the final lap and a half, can you give us your perspective of what it was like in the cockpit seeing the whole chess match unfold?
You know, I had the 9 behind us, the 41 behind us. The Dodges were up top. The 19 was there as well. And if Newman stayed on the bottom to go with the 20, I believe the Miller Lite Dodge could have won that race. If he pulled back up, which he did, I was going to bash his rear bumper in and push him to the win. Unbelievable. At the end, you fight for 490 miles to position yourself, and we had 4 fresh tires, we had track position, and we had a big heart today, and it was emotional across the start-finish line pushing Newman. I felt great.
A 1-2 finish for the captain, Roger Penske. What a way to start 2008.
Well, Kyle, you had a fabulous race car. Talk about what happened on the last restart.
Well, those guys lagged back, and you know that's normally not allowed. So I don't know what the protocol is on that stuff, but I tried to get back there a little bit more to get back with them, and they just had a head of steam coming. And I pulled down low to go around to 31, and luckily I didn't get busted for going below the yellow line because I got forced down there, and just kept my foot in it. You know, Casey came with me there and helped me out and propelled us up to the 4th place finish that we got. You know, and there on that last lap, Stewart had a chance to go high to block the 12 and the 2, but they just had such a big run. I think he knew it was going to be a waste of time, but you know, he stayed down there with us to try to get us to get together in order to push up through there, but you know, I just didn't have big enough help from behind there with Casey to get up to there.
Good job, Kyle.
Thanks.
And a driver who is down here pretty much all smiles is Reed Sorensen. You had a great car really all of Speed Week to finish 5th in the Daytona 500, the 50th running. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. It's not quite a win, but it feels pretty close. Everybody on the Target team, including the guys back at the shop, have done a great job getting these new cars ready, and it's been good the past 2 weeks. We ran good in the shootout, good in the duels, and ran good tonight, and our strategy was to take it easy there at the beginning and come along there at the end, and that's what we did. And luckily we got some pushes from some of the Dodge guys out there, helped us out, and I'm just real proud of everybody on the team, and definitely excited, and hopefully this gains some momentum to go in the rest of the season.
He started 5th, finished 5th, and made a huge statement for 2008. Dick?
Ryan Newman's father, Greg, has helped his entire career, all the way from the beginning. Dad has been there. Was this the goal all along?
Yes, it was, by all means.
What does this mean to you?
When he said he was going to be a race car driver when he was 8.5, he has now become the race car driver he said he wanted to be.
You did a good job with him. And Chrissy Newman, the wife, you have been on top of the war wagon for all of these races, and now here you are in victory lane at the Daytona 500. What are your emotions?
I can't stop shaking and crying. I'm just really proud of Ryan and this team. They really worked hard, and I'm excited for these guys.
There have been a lot of tears of joy in this pit, Steve Burns.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr., top 10 finish in your first points race with Hendrick Motorsports. Overall, a good speed weeks. Talk about tonight.
Yeah, it was. We didn't obviously have enough car there most of the day, but we ran well. I'm real proud of my team. Real proud of the effort that we had this week, and I got to thank them because it's been great for me. I've enjoyed this so much, and the crew deserves a lot of credit. The motor guys and fabricators. We struggled a little bit today, just trying to get good and get great, but we got pretty good near the end of the race. I made a lot of poor choices in where to take my runs and what to do with them. Nobody really wanted to help anybody, and I didn't either. You know, you get runs, you go. So it's just congratulations to Ryan and Penske. Ryan's a hard racer. Surely deserves what he got tonight, and we're pretty proud. We're going to build on this. It's a great finish for us to start the season, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun this year.
See you at California next week.
Yes, sir.
As a team owner, Roger Penske won the Indianapolis 500 14 times. He had never won the Daytona 500. What is this? You got a Hendrick hat on.
Well, I talked to Rick earlier today. I said, you've been in the winner's circle so many times. If we win, will you give me your hat? So he was the first one down here. So I thank him, and what a great day for our teams. And to see the Alltel Dodge come through, and Newman, we've been working here for many years. And certainly, Kirk, the teamwork was just unbelievable. But it's a big day in our life for our whole team.
Congratulations to you, Roger.
They got. This is what I was trying to tell you. Dodge.
Saw Sam Hornish in this shot, coming over to congratulate his new teammates. What a great team effort. We've said all week long in Daytona that this year, more than any other year, teamwork would be the key. And at the top of the day, we said, you know, the fastest car doesn't always win the Daytona 500. And here we are.
Well, and it proved out. I mean, you look at Ryan and Kurt, and then you look on down there at the Everham cars. I don't know, together, the three of them were together. And then that's what happened to Dale Jr. He lost his wingman. You know, Jimmy had trouble, Jeff had trouble, and all of a sudden he's hung out there by himself, and Tony worked with his teammate. And if you look at the rundown, it's all about teammates. That's what this car is going to require, working together with your teammate.
Larry, a great race and a lot of, you know, twists and turns to get through the 500 miles. A very clean race for the first half, and then, as Darrell likes to say, cautions bred cautions.
And that's the way it always works. These guys knew going in it was going to be 500 miles. You wouldn't win this race in the first 300 or 400 miles, but you knew it when it got down to the end that we were going to see exactly what we saw. You talked about Sam Hornish. Great run for him, finished 15th in only his second Sprint Cup start. And I'm going to give a call to Robbie Gordon. Made that manufacturer change about 3 weeks ago, and Robbie comes home 8th. And because of what we saw with this car, I can't wait to get to Fontana now.
And another guy that asked what it's like to win the Daytona 500, a new member to the fraternity.
We'll be in California in 1 week, but first, we have more from Daytona International Speedway and the 50th running of the Daytona 500, which goes to Indiana's Ryan Newman.
You know, every day at 3 o'clock, Budweiser Brewmaster